things. They act like they are going to be young and looking good. Always talking about anything over 25 has hit the wall. And I said, wait a minute now. Last time I checked, y'all hit the wall at 25 and 30. A lot of y'all got the hip, the hurt, back problems, knee problems, prostate cancer, diabetes, you name it, it's always something. Heart trouble, heart disease. And then he want to walk up on a young, beautiful thing, holler about, hey, how you doing? You done played out. You done expired. So this woman made a lot of good points about the teens walking around thinking they're going to be young forever and they're going to get all these little 18, 19-year-old cute little girls. And I was like, sounds like delusion to me.
So, let me play Sister Girl right quick. Brother, you've expired, and then I'm going to do my commentary in a minute. So let's watch this. This is from Shar Henley's channel, and this lady here, well, she told the truth on these kangs. Listen.
For some reason, men in our community don't think that they expired. They think that they're going to forever be able to get the cutest girl at the college. And now they're calling you old dirty bastards. And they don't want to talk to you, they call you OG. So we got about 40 of the guys started working out and having heart attacks and strokes and all this because you thought you could just get back in the gym and start lifting like you did when you were 20 and you hadn't done anything but sit on the couch. And your belly's out here and you're bald headed. You're not in any shape to be working out. So you notice that? A lot of guys that are our age, they start working out and next thing they're having a heart attack or a stroke because you can't do that and you haven't conditioned yourself for it.
Good.
You can't just go back in the gym and start lifting, 300 pounds. So what happens is then they realize, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have to step down, lower my status and just get with a woman my own age. And then you think that you can get the equivalent of the cute college AKA on campus whenever you are 50, bald-headed, smelly, side teeth coming out, urinating on yourself, prostate swollen, prostate cancer, kidney failure, heart condition. You got all these things, and then you think that, okay, so the woman that you were supposed to marry, is one of two things. This is what you found out about her. She probably ended up marrying some nerd that you're like, well, I don't know why she married her when she had me, because you wouldn't marry her. You didn't want to get married. And she did. So she married someone who long-term wanted to be with her. And so now you have to live with, every time you see them, there's a man that has your wife and your kids. Because you didn't marry him. You got a man that's sleeping with the woman that you should be with. The woman you should be with. Those little cute little kids running around, that should have been your son. But because you couldn't make a decision, she moved on. Or she is the shit. She is the black woman that is the CEO. She going on trips to Paris and all the she got all 401k, a house. She got all this stuff. And now you think, oh, okay, well, let me go back and get her. But she doesn't want you now because look at you. You have to make a decision when you have choices. And at this point, a lot of you all don't have choices. But I am going to give you some advice. There are some women that still want you. They want a man. They want the right man. And here's what you can bring to the table. Okay, you ditched your youth. You're unhealthy. You're sick. You dropped out of college because you were so busy stepping and hanging out with everybody because you didn't get your degree. But you had it going on, so you went and became a lead bouncer at the strip club, or you did security at some club, or you were like a bartender at a club, or you did some young man's job, right? And now you're older. And for black men, you might be a white guy and be the bouncer in the club from age 20, and then you get 40, and they say, okay, we're going to let you be the general manager of the club. But that doesn't normally happen for black men.
Thank you.
So you take on a youthful career that you don't have to have any real skills for other than being able to use your fist or just be a cool black guy. And you start to get older, and so you expire. Then you can't get those jobs anymore. Nobody wants an old man for security. How can an old man protect the stripper?
Thank you.
So you can't get those jobs anymore, and so then...
So you think you know Wix, but do you really?
Wait a minute.
You start doing these hustling jobs, right? You doing the Maybe you're driving Lyft or Uber, or maybe you doing odd jobs things, or maybe you got on your own barbecue business. You make barbecue sandwiches. Maybe you do tint windows on cars. Like, just you don't have a job instead of just going to go get a job. Because you're like, okay, well, I'm an older dude, and I used to be the head of security, and all these rappers and models used to come through, and I was, the cool guy letting them in the club. And so it is beneath you to go get a job at UPS or FedEx. And then some of you guys have a criminal record, and you can't do that because of the shady work that you did. But let me tell you what you can do, because there is a way for you to be able to secure someone. Now, I have a man. What we are looking for as successful women, smart, brains, savings, property, did what we were told to do as black women in the 90s, right?
That's right.
Get your education and then get a man. So there are some women out there that really want male companionship. And that's what you can bring to the table, is companionship. But
Yeah, so we still got some pick-me's in the black community. You still got a lot of older women. I have seen this before. I have a family friend. This woman was quite successful. She owned 2 or 3 homes. She had a Porsche, a Cadillac, quite a bit of money in the bank. And let's say she married one of those bums, one of them doo-wop daddies. Let's say he didn't live very long to enjoy it. I remember she was saying she had went into the room to tell him to do something, and he was sitting there folded over on the bed, and she was like, why is he folded over in the bed like that? He had had a heart attack trying to tie his shoe. He expired. She married a fat, old, broke black male who had absolutely nothing going for him, and she loved him enough to marry him. Very well off black women. So we still got quite a few pick-me's. Some of the older women in the 40s and 50s. I have seen quite a few successful, went to school, got a degree, making good money, and pick up with the bottom of the barrel piece of garbage just to have somebody. So it is a hell no for me. That is why it is so important for black women to divest, put yourself first, leave the bums alone. I don't care if he's a young bum or an old bum. I have seen this many, many times before. So when the kings get old, they get real desperate, and they will latch on to anything that they think they can use. Because, like I said, when I'm in downtown LA, I see it all day, every day. I say, look at this guy. Threw his life away, squandered off his youth, gang banging, selling drugs, hustling, and now he's down there living in the goddamn tent because he didn't do nothing with his life. True story. Just the other day, let me show you what came my way. Do-wop daddy looking like this.
Ew.
I'm in the grocery store, and I have some old dude looking like this walked up to me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, miss? You sure looking nice today. I wish you could see the look on my beautiful face. I wish somebody had took a photo of the look on my face so I could post that shit so y'all could laugh. I said, oh my God, mister, I know you're not talking to me. I'm beautiful and young, and you are run down and old. Why are you here? Who you calling old? I took my cute little delicate hand and I pointed at him. You, mister, you too old for me. You too old, and you probably broke. You on Social Security. I know you living in the efficiency. I know you don't have a car, and I'm sure you took the bus here. And you want me to be fascinated because you are in my face? When that lady said, when they get 40, 50, that big old belly hanging out, teeth missing on the side, yeah. A lot of the kings, they don't go to the dentist. I can't tell you how many times I have had one in my face, young or old. Them side teeth, them teeth on the side where he was too cheap to get them fixed or to get, what's that thing you call a root canal? Yeah. I'm like, what happened to all them teeth? What happened to your teeth? Oh my God. I said, thinking in my head, I knew what happened. You couldn't afford that dental work, and you just told the dentist to pull them. Nothing worse than a snaggle-toothed man, young or old. I'm sitting there like, Lord have mercy. Old do-wop daddy, fat belly, half his teeth missing, with age showing all in his face. And these black males got the nerves to holler about black men don't hit the wall. Like hell. I wish I had a camera so y'all could see what I see when I'm out and about. I'm standing there like, I know this man is not in my face. And look like the older they are, the more desperate they are, and the more aggressive they are, because they feel like they should be with a beautiful young woman, and they have made themselves really believe that They're God's gift to women. You're supposed to bow down. You're supposed to worship them at any age. And I can tell you right now, I cannot stand to have an old man in my face. I feel like it is just sick. It is just disgusting. I'm sitting there like, mister, you about good 20, 30 years. I know you're not in my face. You old, you broke, you smelly. You have nothing. You live in a low efficiency. You getting Social Security, or what's that thing you call disability? Not Social Security, but disability. That small little disability check. See, they trying to latch on to somebody so they can move in somebody's house, drive somebody's nice car, have a nice warm bed. Because these old acres, well, they looking for a nurse with a purse and somebody to take care of them too. So a lot of these dudes, they have high blood pressure, diabetes, like I said, heart problems, kidney problems, you name it. I know quite a few people who work in healthcare, and I have a couple of nurses in my family, and the stories that they tell me with these nakers, yeah, they be in the hospital. Excuse me, sir, well, where's your wife? Where are your kids? Where's your family? Well, I didn't do right when I was young. I ran through a bunch of women. I broke a lot of hearts. I got a son in New York. I got kids in Chicago. I got a few in Florida, and I got 2 in Wisconsin. And he laid up in the bed, can't call nobody, can't text nobody. He can't even send a letter and say, hey, I'm in this hospital, I'm in bad shape. Can y'all please come down to see me? Everybody has loved ones. Everybody has visitors. I'm sitting here and nobody is coming to visit me. See, that's the part that the black manosphere is leaving out, because we done seen quite a few of those dudes drop dead. Yeah, quite a few of them. I think this guy's name was David Carroll, and I believe he was 52. And he had kidney troubles, and he fell over. He's like 52, 55, and he left a 2-year-old. And I said, that 30-year-old woman that had a baby with a bum, not married, she was a damn fool, because she ain't get nothing but a teeny tiny Social Security check because of his death. So when you see these old kings always hound about, yeah, I got all these young girls. Ain't that what Kitten Hill said? Kitten Hill sat there and said he got to beat them young girls off with a stick. And I said, you's a motherfucking lie. So they be walking around looking like this, y'all. They be walking around looking like this, trying to get my attention. Hey, Miss Lady. Hey, light skin. How you doing? I said, oh, Lord, here we go with this shit again. Dude, look at you. How you take a look in the mirror? You got man boobs. How big is your belly? Look like you getting ready to have triplets, and you getting ready to fall over from a heart attack any day. Sorry, mister. You too heavy and you too old. How old are you? You look like you got to be, about 50, 45, 50? Oh, sorry, boo-boo. You're a little bit too old for me. I'm really not interested. I tell you what, get your passport, and I hear you can go overseas, and they'll be glad to accept you if you pay them a small price. So, them side teeth, girl, I damn near fell over. He talking, and I'm looking, and the only thing I see is empty space on both sides, looking like a goddamn jack-o'-lantern. I said, oh, my God, the kings don't go to the dentist. They don't go to the doctor. And I wish you could see them diabetes feet. I said, look at his toenail. He got diabetes. Oh, my God. So, why would I waste my time getting with an old man, health problems, fat, black, out of shape, can't do nothing for you, and that little disability check ain't going nowhere. So, they always looking for somebody to move in with. But like the lady said, you always have some desperate pick-me that will be glad to have one of them. So she said, you can bring companionship to the table. Last time I checked, companionship don't pay rent, gas, light, phone, food, don't put gas in your car, doesn't pay for the maintenance. And she brought up a very good point. A lot of these kings, they are running around driving Uber and driving Lyft because they have no skills, they have no degree, they didn't plan anything for themselves. So every now and then I have to take one, and I said, oh no, here we go with old doo-wop daddy, and he want to talk a hole in your head, and before you hop out, he's trying to get your contact information. I'm like, oh my God, why me? I'm at the point now, I'm like, you know what, next time I have to take an Uber or Lyft, y'all send me a woman. Don't send me another man, because these fools, they don't know how to act. I'm like, you an Uber driver. What can you do for me? Nigga, you driving for Uber. And ain't nothing wrong if I got Uber drivers or Lyfts. We're working, trying to hustle, trying to get their money. Absolutely not. But I just do not want no old, broke down doo-wop daddy trying to supplement his SSI check or his disability check. It is a no for me. Companionship, I can get to anywhere. If I want a companion, I can get a puppy, I can get a goddamn cat. Why would I pick up with a broke, bottom of the barrel, old dude for companionship, absolutely not. So like I said, you got a lot of older pick-me's, like, what's this lady? I am Shalaka-laka-lemia, boom, Shalaka-lemia, I said what I said. She'll be glad to take one of them old doo-wop daddies. She'll be glad to get any kind of black man. So, when you see them coming for you, especially for you young, beautiful girls out there, send him away, because he's looking to use you. He done ran out of time. He has gone from woman to woman to woman to woman, and like she said, you got a lot of women who moved on and said, yeah, I remember this guy back in the day. He had it going on. Now he in my face 30 years later. Now he in his 50s, and he think he gonna pop up, and I'm supposed to be glad to see him? No, I don't think so, doo-wop daddy. So we ain't gonna talk about the ones that's dying alone in the hospital. You know how the kings are quick to say you're gonna die alone? Actually, it's them that's dying alone because they didn't marry, they didn't settle down, they didn't take care of their kids, they got baby all over the place, gang of baby mamas, just left a bunch of broken homes and broken children all over the place. And when they get old, get on that deathbed, yeah, when they get old and get on that deathbed, that's when they want somebody to be there for them. So, you young girls, you see old doo-wop daddy, run. He's looking to use you. He wants to drain you of your beauty. He wants to drain you of your youth. Don't let him do that. Don't waste your time with no broke old man. And he hollering about, well, you know, I'm doing the best I can, driving this Uber, driving this Lyft, you know, and I get my little SSI check. Can I move in with you? Hell no. So, brother, you've expired. Companionship from an old broke doo-wop daddy, bad shape, bad breath, side teeth, missing bald, that big belly, and he look like he getting ready to have triplets. Absolutely not. So, there you have it. It's Pretty Black, and I'm out. Next!